I did my first audition, I think it was November of 2020. I'm pretty sure. And so that was I did a self-tape obviously because that was COVID time. So I just did a
Yeah.
self-tape of it with my coach. And then I think it was yeah, it probably was a week later, I think we got an email and it was like, oh, we'd like to invite you onto the set of Elvis as a callback. We'd like to invite you into the studios. And that was awesome. Like, you
Yeah.
know, to go into the studios midway through, like where everything is sort of going on, and you get to be invited, and to work on it and as the callback, like actually be there in that space was really amazing. And then so I remember being there with a couple of other boys going for my role. And we were set up in this small soundstage studio, right? And we were in
Yeah.
this, and it was like he's Baz had sort of set up um this like rehearsal sort of like course, right, through it as like as my scene. And so he'd sort of put that in the dojo and done it as like sort of like a course of things. And people would, he'd put together groups and he would get them different groups to sort of go through the whole process and everything. And obviously that was the first time that I had met Baz there.
Right.
He walks in like with like these like Air Force Ones and his hair and like this style outfit and
Yeah, he's got
straps
some
on
killer style, eh?
it. Yeah. I was like, whoa, like I think that's when it really first hit me was of the scale of how big this opportunity is when Baz Luhrmann walks into the room and introduces himself to you. You know what I mean? I mean, and it was at that moment that I want to dive into this. Like I'm going all in. Like this is so exciting to be a part of. And so I did the callback audition with the other boys there. We did everything, and then I left feeling actually quite good about it. I felt happy and that I didn't hold back anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so it was the next day, like I'm pretty sure like the next morning that we got an email. And yeah, we got another email and was like, we want to invite you back onto set. Really appreciate this. And so yeah, and then so we went back on set. And that was the first time that I got to try on the outfit. They did all the makeup, they did
Yeah.
all the hair. And yeah, and then that's sort of where it took off from. I didn't see any of those other boys again. And um and I sort of had like I kept on coming back to set again and again for about two 2 weeks. Like I think over the span of 2 weeks or 3 weeks, where I wasn't offered the role, but I would go to set and do this like sort of be in this like rehearsal phase. You know what I
Right.
mean? Just sort of rehearsing my part and going through that course and learning the movements and how to feel the movements and meeting all the people within my scene, and sort of getting comfortable and familiar with the group that I was with. And that was awesome because the best part about that was that Baz gave me all of this time and gave me all of his time to really familiarize me and make me feel comfortable with my part in the film, you know,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
I it had really settled with me. You know what I mean? And so that was really awesome. And then after the 3 weeks, he called my mum directly on her phone. My mum picked up the phone. She was like, "Hello, who's this?" It's like, "It's Baz Luhrmann." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And so yeah, I got on the phone and he told me that he'd like to invite me into the family, was his words. And yeah, and then so that's when he offered me the role. That was pretty awesome.